Hey guys, I'm Jessie from Pearl Mountain Fiber Company, and I'm here today to show you the Longtail Cast-On. The Longtail Cast-On is used primarily for simple projects. It is stretchy, so that it's perfect for the edges for hats or mittens or sweaters, anything that you don't want to have a real tight edge. So let's get started. Alright, so to start, we've got our yarn, and this yarn is our Pearl Mountain worsted weight yarn in the colorway Stormy. So it's 1-ply fine merino yarn. We'll be using this today. And then we've got a pair of classic needles. So to get started, since the Longtail Cast-On is you have to make the tail as long as you need in order to accommodate for how many stitches are in the pattern. So make sure you give yourself plenty of room, and the more you use this cast-on, the better idea you'll have of exactly how much yarn you'll need in order to accommodate for all of your stitches. So the first thing you'll do is you'll create a slip knot. So cross these two pieces over like that. So it creates a loop. Reach through that loop and pull tight. You'll want it to be a pretty snug knot, but don't pull too tight, because you could, if it's too tight, you'll have a hard time sliding it, or you could even break the yarn. Take one of your needles, slip it through, and tighten it snug on the needle, but again, you don't want it to be too tight because you want it to be able to move pretty freely on your needle, and if it's too tight, you know, it'll start getting real tight and squeaky on there. So this side again is the tail. It's the end that ends like that. The piece of yarn that's attached to the rest of the yarn is now called the working yarn. So you'll have the tail in front and the working yarn in back. Take your two fingers, your forefinger and your thumb, and you'll put them together. You'll put them in between the tail and the working yarn, and then grab both yarns with the rest of your three fingers. You'll then take this needle, have it, have the knot right there on the edge, pull it down so that it creates kind of a heart shape, like that. There you go. And then you'll take the tip of your needle and pick up this outside loop, and then you'll move over and pick up that inside loop, and then you'll pull it back through the first loop, and then you'll let go and then tighten it. And again, you don't want it to be so tight that you feel like it's difficult for your stitches to move on your needle, because eventually you're going to be sticking this needle through each stitch. So we'll do that again. Take your forefinger and your thumb through this loop, grab with the rest of your fingers, pull down so it creates a heart, grab that outer loop, grab the inner loop, and bring that inner loop right there back through the first one, and then you tighten. A little bit faster. So now you can kind of get this real nice rhythm. I remember the first time I saw this stitch, I thought it looked like witchcraft. The person I saw it, she was a really advanced knitter. She looked like sorcery. I couldn't wrap my mind around it. Anyway, so you've got all of these stitches now, and you can see that it's creating this twisty edge right there. It's real pretty. And then on the other side, it's just kind of these bumps. They're purl bumps. So usually this side with the twisty edge will be the right side of your work, and this side with the purl bumps will be the wrong side. So, and then you just continue on with however many stitches you need, and then once you're done, you'll flip it around and you'll start working on the wrong side.